Hello, welcome to Paul's Take, and I'm going to try to help you figure out if the scooter is right for you, and if so, which one. So what we got here today is the AovoPro. This is a 350 watt scooter with solid tires, no shocks. And it's pretty light, especially compared to the EVERCROSS H3, 800 watts scooter. This one has solid tires as well, but they're much fatter. And it has shocks, front and rear shocks, big battery, front and rear brakes, pretty cool. And for a baseline, we're going to race it against Diamondback mountain bike. See if it's worthwhile for you to get a scooter. And I'll tell you which ride I like the best. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually see what a difference these two are. The 800 watt versus a 350 watt. In kind of real life conditions. We're going to do like a mile, because it's like the last mile kind of a commute. So we're going to do like a 1 mile, probably a little longer. We're going to time it. We're going to see which one is faster. We know the EVERCROSS is going to be faster, but by how much? It doesn't really matter. And we'll compare that to the mountain bike. Now, granted, I'm not an athlete. I haven't ridden my bike in a while, but it'll give you an idea of if it's faster or slower than a mountain bike. Hopefully you have all the tools you'll need after this video to determine if one of these scooters is right for you. So this will be our launch pad. We're going to start off on that white pad right there in front of the yellow. And then we're going to race down the street. Straightaway at first. So after the initial straightaway, we're going to go around a huge kind of blockish area. It'll be a little over a mile. Come through this path. So we're going to do the finish line will be when we cross that pole. Let the games begin. All right, here I am, starting line. For the first test will be on the bike. Got a little thing up here, shows me how fast I'm going. So let's get right to it. Are you mark? Ooh, it's a stopwatch. Are you mark? Get set, go. No. Oh, that's not working. Let's do it again. Restart. Take two. We're gonna go straight onto the road this time. Mark. Get set, go. There's a lot of traffic, so it doesn't really matter if I do the sidewalk or the road. Like I said, I'm not an athlete. Don't claim to be one. I mean, I do claim it sometimes, but it's not really true. So, I am going right now at a pretty good pace for myself. 14 miles an hour, 15. And I wouldn't be able to maintain this for a very long time, but maybe I could do it for this mile. I doubt it. $14 miles an hour, 13. I'm already slowing down. I'm really out of shape. I can really feel it in my legs. So I'm trying to push the pace faster than a comfortable level. Okay, dropping down to 13 miles an hour. Down to 12 for a second. Oh my goodness, 12 miles an hour. Going for a whopping 2 minutes. And I'm already tired. It's pretty sad. All right, so here's the part where the bike should excel. We're gonna go on like a gravel trail. Down to, now dipping down to 11 miles an hour, trying to keep the pace up. All right, here we go. Gravel. This is a mountain bike. I shouldn't lose any speed. It's actually probably even more comfortable than riding on the dirt, coming on the concrete. Here's more gravel, or more dirt. Yep. All right. It's like the final stretch. Like Holy X said, it's a little more than a mile. According to this, it is 0.8 miles. Riding on the trail, though, is very comfortable in regards of smoothness and control. .96 miles. Temperature's really nice right now. It's probably like 70 degrees. But if it was summer, of course, you'd be sweating on a bike, which would be a negative. This is quite pleasant because you get your workout in, which I've been desperately needing. Okay, so 12 miles an hour on this trail. All right, here's the finish line, home stretch. Try to keep it strong, and finish line. Hit the brake. Okay. Wow, exactly 5 minutes. Cool. Top speed was 16 miles an hour. Let's go get a scooter. All right, starting gate for the AovoPro. Stopwatch. Reset. And off we go. So this was a blast. I had this thing, rode this thing for 2 months straight, and I really enjoyed it so much where I got the bigger one. My complaints on this one for me, because I'm 6 foot tall, I wear a size 12 foot shoe, is the floor where you stand on is kind of small for me, for my big feet. And there's no shocks. I'm gonna go on the street. Well, maybe not. All right. So there's no shocks, a little bumpy. And a top speed of supposedly 19 miles an hour. Well, it is 19 though, because I do it all the time. It gets up there pretty fast, pretty reliably. So it definitely has enough power to push my heavy butt, which is 230 pounds, to 19 miles an hour. We're doing it right now. It has cruise control. Dogs are loving me. I wonder if this is accurate. I can't really tell right now. It's light, which is a positive. It does have cruise control. It has an app as well. You can do your settings on the app. I was going to go on the blacktop on the road, but there's a lot of traffic today. Well, maybe not so much right now, but there was. I'm sure of it. It is fun though. It did the job of getting me to work and back. Woohoo! All right, so a little more smooth over here. So when it's smooth, this thing is a pleasure actually. It's actually rather fun. It's light, it's nimble. If it's flat, the acceleration is actually pretty good too. After having front and rear brakes, the rear brake feels not that strong, but it's adequate, I think. Especially if you're not used to a scooter for the first one. Definitely makes it less complex. As a matter of fact, yesterday I crashed on my other scooter because I locked up the front tire on some sand and went flying over the handlebars. All right, so now here comes where it's not great. It's gonna be on this terrain here. This is the gravel. Still doing 16 miles an hour. All right, do some more. Woohoo. So here's where it gets kind of shaky and maybe not pleasant. But I still got 18 miles an hour. Up a hill, dropping down to 10 miles an hour, 9, 10, going back over the top. All right. Okay, comes to the home stretch. So this one will do the job. It will get you where you want to go. Just maybe not as much comfort as the other one. We'll find out soon enough. 17 miles an hour on the gravel. I'm actually pretty impressed with that. I'm shaking so much right now I can barely even see where I'm going. But it does get you there. All right, home stretch. Ooh. And stop. All right, so that's 4 minutes, 25 seconds. So it is faster, saves you 30 seconds. I'm not sweating. All right, let's go try the last one, the EVERCROSS. All right, now the EVERCROSS. Just hit a bit. All right, let's start the watch. And mark, get set, go. All right, so this thing costs about twice as much as the other one. Is it worth it? So right now I'm already doing 19, 20. Got there pretty quick. 21. And Orion is much more comfortable with the shocks, but still not. I mean, it takes the hardness out of it. I can't talk as much, so I gotta focus more because I'm going that much faster. It feels much faster. Even though right now it's only it says 22 miles an hour. It's supposed to have a top speed of 28. I've only done that going downhill. And it seems terrifyingly fast. But realistically, it seems like normally I could get usually about 24 miles an hour pretty easily, pretty steady. But when you get to the higher speeds above 20, if there's any kind of hill or headwind, it makes a difference. I feel like I'm going much faster, even though it says I'm only going a few miles an hour faster. 18, 19, 20. $21 on the gravel. Good morning. All right. Not losing much speed here. So going 19, 20. Oh. 18, 17, 16. Okay, I had to work a little bit, but it didn't affect me that much, I don't think. 19. Home stretch. All right, 3 minutes and 43 seconds. I don't care what you say, that was much faster. And I don't think the 3 miles an hour difference really is telling the whole story there. Probably because I was able to maintain the speed a lot easier, but that's a lot faster. That was a lot faster. Huh. All right, that was exhilarating. So a quick recap, and I got some more numbers for you as well. So the weight, that's important too, because they both fold up real nice. One thing nice about this one, it folds into handlebars, so it's pretty compact. This one does not, but the handlebars are much shorter, or more narrow, much narrower than this one. When you fold it up, it actually stores in a smaller container area. The decks are much different size as well. The mosquitoes are out here, excuse me. This one here has a much wider, the EVERCROSS has a much wider deck. I could put my size 12 foot on there pretty comfortably, and the second one goes on there easily as well. I could even ride side by side if I want to. They say you don't really recommend it, but it's just pretty comfortable. And I don't know. Anyways, on the AovoPro, it's takes up my whole foot, so it's hard to get my second foot on there comfortably. It'll work, as obviously I was riding it, but it's not as comfortable as this. So keep that in mind. All right, and the weight, because if you're gonna like take this for commuting or something, and you got to take it on a bus or subway or someplace, or walking up some stairs, or who knows, got to carry it for whatever reason. They both fold up nicely. The AovoPro weighs at only, I was surprised, only 29 pounds. It does feel kind of heavy if you're not used to it though, don't get me wrong, but it's not that much really. 29 pounds, pretty much anybody can handle that one. In comparison to the mountain bike weighs, most people are familiar with the mountain bike, this is a pretty good one. Mountain bike with 20-inch wheels, weighs 35 pounds, so it's less than a bike. The EVERCROSS is the hefty one of the three, because it has dual shocks, beefier, bigger battery, all that stuff. That weighs 49 pounds. So it definitely is heavier, much heavier to deal with. So keep that in mind. They all rode pretty good. They're both fun. I mean, to me, the big difference is this one you're more limited to smooth surfaces. It'll go on like gravel, but it wasn't exactly happy there. The EVERCROSS will do like a dirt trail pretty happily and fun. But the shocks do make a big difference in your ride quality. It's much more comfortable, and it goes over, you can take on things much easier. If you hit a bump or something like that, it soaks it up pretty well. You don't feel like you're gonna jar yourself off the scooter. So once again, the bike did the 1.1 miles in 5 minutes flat. The AovoPro did it in 4 minutes and 25 seconds, which is 35 seconds faster. And the EVERCROSS did it in a whopping 3 minutes and 43 seconds, which is 1 minute and 17 seconds faster than the bike and 42 seconds faster than the AovoPro. So it was considerably faster. I don't really understand it because it seemed like the math didn't add up, because according to the speedometers on these two, it was saying top speed on this ride for this ride was only like 22 miles an hour, and on this was 19. So it seems like it's a bigger gap than the speed suggests. You know what I'm saying? All right, well, I think that covers all the important details. So if you're thinking about like, is a bike better than a scooter? Because I mean, you get your exercise in, which is really nice. The only thing that I would say, if you're commuting, for one, you can't fold it down, can't put it like really into your vehicle. And if you're riding a bike or riding a bus, they have bike racks that can hold 2 bikes, but sometimes those bike racks are taken. And the scooters, I think in most places, you can actually take them right on the bus. All right, if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment box. I will answer them to the best of my knowledge. Thanks for watching Paul's Take. All right, one last thing. So I'm actually going to say which one I would prefer, and it would be based on the situation. So for me personally, I don't use this to get on the bus. I don't take it on the bus or train or anything like that. I go from one location to another location. I fold it up, put it in my car. So the weight is not really as big of an issue for me. So for me, the EVERCROSS is a clear choice. But I was thinking about it. If I were to be using this to go on a bus, and like if I was like, say I was going to go to DC for a day trip, and I'm like, well, I don't know what's going to be my bets are going to be. So so if I'm taking the buses and I'm going to take a cab, I'm going to go cruise around the area. I would definitely prefer. I would not take the EVERCROSS if I was doing bus commuting. I would use the AovoPro because it is much lighter and easier to handle. That is my suggestion on when to get each one. The EVERCROSS, if you're not doing really any like bus commuting, because it could be a pain. You could do it. I can do it. And if you can fold it up, stick it on a bus, but it's going to be heavy and cumbersome. This one folds up pretty tightly and is lighter. So that is my opinion on which one to get for individuals. Hope that helps. Like I said, any questions, comments, please put in the comment box. Please hit like, subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching again. Paul's Take.